At home, when I'm hanging out, I usually just wear, very similar to now, except the Hawaiian shirt. I usually wear like a t-shirt that has like either Star Wars or Marvel Comics or Transformers on it or cartoons. I like wearing stuff like that around the house. One day, I'm wearing a t-shirt that has the Avengers on the front. And I walk into the living room, and my son's friend Fabian sees me wearing this shirt. And so he starts pointing. And I'm like, what's up, dude? He goes, weak. Excuse me? Weak. And then he says, DC's better. What did you say? DC's better. I'm like, DC's okay. Obama lives there. They pass laws. They got hotels, historic museums. It's not even a real state. I don't know why you're getting cray-cray. He goes, nah, fool, DC Comics. And I'm like, hey, man, I'm almost 40. I don't care. It's just a really cool shirt. I like it. It fits. No big deal. That's because they are. I go, you need to relax. They're the best. I go, you need to chill. And in my head, I'm like, why am I having this conversation? I have better things to do with my time, like trying to get my son on an elephant. But no. The kid in me's like, why are they the best? And then he points at the shirt again. Iron Man sucks. Batman's #1. I go, why? Because he is. I go, that's not an argument. First of all, Batman's not the best superhero. I hate to break it to you. He's not. I can hear people already getting ready to boo. They're like, oh, no, Fluffy, don't go there. Don't go there, Fluffy. Don't do it. Yes, I'm going to do this. Watch this. Batman's not the best superhero. Batman is the creepiest superhero. Batman is the creepiest superhero that has ever lived. He even sounds creepy. I'm Batman. I'm Batman. You don't recognize that voice? Want some candy? Help me find my puppy. Hello, he only comes out at night. His face is always covered up. He's always waiting in alleys. And who does he talk to? A guy named Joker, a guy named Riddler. His name is Batman. Joker, Riddler, Batman. Joker, Riddler, Batman. Those are Mexican gang member names. Can you imagine if that was Batman's real identity at night? I'm Batman. During the day? No, chingue su madre, soy Batman, loco. Todo el pinche día aquí trabajando y luego le parte la madre Joker. I'm Batman. I said, all right, Fabian, Mr. Batman's the best. Based on my t-shirt says Marvel Comics. I said, I see Thor, I see Captain America, I see Iron Man. Who are some of the superheroes that DC Comics has that makes them better than Marvel? Go. Batman, you said that. Superman, that's a good one. Wonder Woman, okay. Green Lantern, whoa. I said, I know the other superheroes, but Green Lantern? What's his power? He wears a ring, and the ring gives him power. I said, that's a fantasy. I don't know any man who wears a ring who has power. And if you're not clapping right now, my point exactly. You can't clap, can you? You can't. You know why you can't clap? Because you're sitting next to kryptonite. So I get a letter in the mail from my old high school, and it's like, time for the reunion. My girlfriend saw the letter. She's like, ooh, your reunion. I go, yeah, my reunion. When is it? When are we going? Actually, I was going to take my friend Tony because, we went to high school together. He's my best friend since high school, so I was going to take Tony. You're going to take Tony instead of me. That's what's going to happen, huh? You're going to take Tony instead of me. Your girlfriend, you're going to take Tony. No. It's okay. It's okay. You take Tony, okay? And I hope you have a great time. Oh, thanks. I knew you'd understand, baby. I love you. Don't ask too many questions, you know what I mean? So my buddy Tony and I, we go to a high school reunion. We get there early, too early. There's nobody in the banquet hall. So we go upstairs to the bar area. We're watching a basketball game. Everything is cool until some guy recognized me. Hey, you're the comedian. What's up, dude? Dude, funny, bro. Let me buy you a shot. Actually, man, I have my reunion right now, and I don't want to show up drunk. Oh, I see how it is, bro. You're too good, huh? That's what it is, huh? Excuse me, George Lopez. Let's do the stupid shot. All right, bartender shot. So he freaking makes a double. And we freaking cling, cling, and slammed it. I'm like, oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Let's do another one. Oh, hey, man, I'm okay. Thank you. See how it is, Paul Rodriguez? Let's do another shot. And he kept this pattern going. He must have had like 7 comedians behind his freaking wallet, you know? One after another. I got so drunk. I was that level of drunk where you can't even walk straight. You got to look at the ground to navigate, you know? You're just kind of... I get to the reunion. There's a lady at a table, and she's got stickers on the table that say, hello, my name is. And then with a Sharpie, you write your name. I was so drunk, I couldn't even write Gabriel. I wrote Flaco, which is Spanish for skinny. So, you know, I freaking write that, stick it on, and we walk in. The party's going on, you know. I'm trying to find a table. My buddy Tony took off. I couldn't find him. I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. All of a sudden, the lights come up and the class president is holding the microphone.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Wilson High School class reunion. Let's just cut to the chase, find out what everyone's been up to, and keep the party rocking.
So she pulls out a list.
Who's done this? Who's done that? Who has the most children?
Some girl in the back.
7.
Everybody's like, puta. Now you remember. Okay. All right? She keeps going down the list.
Who's done this? Who's done that? Who's been on television?
Everybody at my table who wasn't talking to me before, you know, they weren't talking to me before. Now they're like, right here, right here, right here. I'm like, no, I'm drunk, no, shh. Sure enough, here comes the girl.
Oh, we have a celebrity over here. Come on, say something. Get up here, Flaco. Come on, Flaco, get up here.
No, I'm okay.
Oh, come on, get up here. Are you too good or what?
So I got mad and I jumped up. I'm not too good. Everybody, my name is Gabriel Iglesias. I don't want to say a whole lot right now because I've been drinking and I don't want to say nothing stupid. It's really nice to be here with everybody. I see 2 girls here tonight. 2 who, when I was in the 12th grade, I asked out to the prom. And they said no. But you know what? It's okay. Let me go. It's okay. You know what? It's okay because like she said, I've been on TV. And you 2 girls who said no, you got fat. One of them yells out,
You're fat too.
I know I'm fat, but I was fat in high school. I kept my figure, why couldn't you? And it's funny because, you know, for me to relate to my son, it's a little challenging, you guys. And it's not that I can't relate to a teenager, because I can. I can relate to almost any age. You know, I got people that brought kids here tonight. The problem is that my son doesn't see me as an entertainer. He sees me as the guy that tells him to take a shower, put on deodorant, you know, stop picking your nose. That's me. His friends, on the other hand, I'm like a god to his friends. Every time I drop off Frankie at school now, I pull up, you know, the kids see my car, they freak out and they run over to it and they put their hands on it like it's a shrine. They touch the car like freaking,
Selena está aquí.
you know? Some of you got that. Gracias. Anyway. Then the kids start shaking my car side to side, chanting, Fluffy, Fluffy, Fluffy. And Frankie's in the front seat, pissed. He's pissed. He's like, this is bull. I'm like, hey, dude, don't get mad at me because I'm more popular than you at your school. Little hater. He gets out of the car all mad. They're still chanting, Fluffy, Fluffy. The thing is that our worlds are very different. His world revolves around Grand Theft Auto, the video game, YouTube and girls. He's really good at 2 of those. The other one, not so much. And it's not that I'm trying to be a hater about it. It's just that I tell Frankie, listen, you need to start having more conversations. You need to become more talkative and interact like this. See, he'd rather text than talk. That's his whole thing. I'm like, dude, you gotta learn, start to talk to me. I wish you would talk to me more. You could learn a lot about talking by talking to me. I'm just saying, I only do it professionally. But no, he'd rather text. It's at the point now where if I'm in the house and I yell, Frankie, did you take out the trash? Nothing. All of a sudden, cling. I take out my phone, no. But if I say, I got money for you, freaking Houdini, right? Oh, hello. Because you can't text cash. That's my big thing right now. I just want him to take out the trash. He's 16 years old now. He should have been doing this since he was 10, but better late than never. And what he does is he'll sit in the living room and he tunes out the rest of the house. He sits there and he'll put on these headphones that I got him for Christmas a couple of years ago. These Beats with the freaking studio button, and it cuts out all of the sound. They are so strong that when he starts watching his YouTube videos, he can't hear himself laugh. And for me, that is the funniest thing in the world. I'm in the other room and I can hear him. This is what I hear. I'm in the other room like, who brought the Germans? And so I walk out into the living room and I see Frankie and he's laughing at his phone and I gotta flag him down. I go, hey. And he'll take him off. What's up, Dad? I go, Frankie, can you do me a favor? Can you please take out the trash? Okay. And then he puts them back on. What? Now? I go, yes. Now? When you ask me for a ride, it's because you need a ride when you ask for it, right? Not later. Then he says, where are we going? Just take out the trash. And then he does it. He takes out the trash, but he acts like he's doing me the biggest favor in the world. And he stares me down and he doesn't break eye contact. He's like, and then I'll hold the bag over the can and he makes a sound. I'm like, dude, so much drama. It's crazy. I'd like to have normal conversations with him, but usually I got to take it that far for us to interact. I look forward to conversations. Even if it's something small and minute, at least it gives me a chance to trigger another conversation with him. I look forward to a few things. I look forward to December, because in December, Frankie becomes very chatty. Otherwise, he's one-word kid. Parents, you know what I'm talking about. Kids, one-word kid. And you try to talk to him. Hey, how's your day? Good. You have any homework? Yeah. You gonna do it? Maybe. You hungry? Mm-hmm. What do you want? Food. Usually that's what I get. But December rolls around and guess what December is? December is when he becomes very chatty because he has an agenda. All of a sudden he goes from one-word kid to very like, hey, how's your week, Dad? You doing good? Yeah, how are the shows going? You doing all right? Do you need anything? You need anything? I'm like, I needed this in July, just saying. And I know it's fake, but at least, once again, it allows me to put my real conversation on top of his fake one. And if that's what it takes, then that's what it takes. See, up to this point, we have agreed on how we raise our son. But in this situation, she's trying to protect him from the world. I'm trying to prepare him for the world. If he cannot handle me raising my voice to get his attention, to see the bigger picture, he's not ready for a world that doesn't care about his feelings. So I say, you know what? I gotta have a one-on-one with him. I gotta have a one-on-one without... So I take him out to the movies. We get in the car, we take off. Little 20-minute drive, okay? As we're driving, I figure I'll have a little one-on-one with him. Maybe this way it doesn't feel like a talk. I thought he understood what I was trying to say. It's late, we're leaving the movies, we're pulling out of the parking structure, and out of the corner of my eye, I see a cop car. And I made a sound, I was like, ugh. And Frankie goes, what is it, Dad? I said, there's a cop at the light. What are you worried about? He's gonna stop us. How do you know? Watch. I made that left turn. Frankie's losing it. It's happening! I said, relax. I pull over. Cop pulls up from behind. Immediately. Driver, windows down. Driver, hands out the window.
Serious?
Both of them. I can't, I'm fat! He gets to the window and he's got the flashlight and he shines the light right in my face. He's like, license? Yeah. Here. He takes the license and then, of course, do you know why I stopped you? Officer, no, I don't, but I'm sure you're about to tell me. You don't have a front plate on your car. I said, officer, you're absolutely right. I do not have a front plate on my car, but my name is actually on the front of the car. Excuse me, my name is on the front of the car. I own a 2012 Ford Flex, and the Ford Flex has the actual word flex written on the hood. I have a friend who does custom automotive work, and he took all the letters off the car except for the letter F, and he made letters so that it spells fluffy on the hood. Okay? Yeah, it sounds impressive. You can do it too for like $23. It's not that bad. They're like refrigerator magnets. You can even move them. Like one day a letter flew off and it said Foofy. Look at me, que pendejo. I know, stupid, right? So the officer walks around to the front of the car and he takes his flashlight and he shines the light right on the hood. And he does this, he goes, I knew it! And my son goes, what does that mean? I said, that means we get to go. Oh, Houston, for the first time in a long time, my son was actually impressed by something that I did. You gotta figure, this is not impressive to my son because he grew up in this environment, okay? You saw that, right? I saw like that's like the third one I've seen. It's like stuff keeps, people upstairs from Tombow, keep talking. All right, I'll tell you guys what happened. Shakira performed here a few days ago, and Shakira has an amazing show, okay? She doesn't just come out and I think I just hurt myself. But there's a part of her show where all of a sudden it goes and there's cannons with confetti that shoot everywhere, right? And I think that was leftover Shakira. Yeah. Can we edit out the part where I burned 800 calories? Oh my God. So where was I? Oh, this does nothing for my son. And the reason why I say that is because he grew up in this environment. He's been to 1,000 shows. He's seen me on TV 1,000,000 times. It's not a big deal. But the fact that I got stopped by a cop and the cop recognized me and geeked out and let us go, I earned street cred with my kid. Yeah, Frankie was like, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. And I'm like, hell yeah, cuz, that's right. You better recognize, player. We get home, he woke up his mom. Mom, you should have seen it. We got stopped by the cops. Are you okay? Yeah, they recognized Dad and they let us go. And she stayed quiet. And I told her, huh? I got recognized. And she said, ah. So let me give you a heads up as to what has happened since the last time I did a special. My son Frankie is now 19 years old. 19 years old, high school graduate. He has all his shots, ladies. People tell me all the time, why do you talk about your son so much? Because he won't leave. Does he like it when you talk about him? I said, no, he hates it. Well, why do you do it? Because he won't leave. I'll tell you what he likes to do right now. He likes to sit around the house and watch videos of other kids playing video games. See, some of you are clapping. I didn't know that was an actual thing. I asked him, what are you doing? I'm watching other kids playing video games. I said, that's really? Why? Well, they're professionals. I'm like, why would you watch something that you could be doing? Because they're professionals. That's dumb. Really, Dad? Every Sunday, I see you watching football. How come you don't play? I didn't even argue. I just cut off the internet. My son's problem right now is that he has, according to him, too many options. Okay, that's his problem. I'm like, poor guy. I have so many options, Dad. I don't know what to do. Write them down. Put them on a wheel. Freaking. Today, plumber. Something. The problem is we go places, people find out he is my son, and then they offer him opportunities. He doesn't understand that that's not how the real world works. I know about struggling and clawing and fighting for the opportunity to do something. He doesn't get it yet. And that's my fault. For example, I take him and his mom out to dinner, okay? I took them both to Red Lobster. Now, Houston, me personally, I love Red Lobster, okay? And not even for the seafood. I'm talking about the biscuits. Oh, yeah. So we're sitting there and we're having a conversation with our son about life, opportunity, what does he want to do with himself? And as we're talking to him, the manager from Red Lobster walks over to our table. And he's being really cool, right? He's like, hey. And I'm like, hey. He looks at my son. Is this the infamous Frankie? I said, why, yes, it is. He just graduated. Congratulations. And he's looking for a job. The manager goes, oh, say no more. And he gives my son a business card. And then he starts to say, listen, Frankie, this is all you have to do. Just go online and fill out the application. Once it's registered, call me personally, and I'll see to it that you get an interview. The only position we have available right now is for a host, but there's plenty of room for opportunity here at Red Lobster. Besides, you got one hell of a reference. And then he walked away, and I was like, oh my God. I'm gonna get free biscuits. My son looks at me and says, I don't want to work at Red Lobster. I said, Frankie, no one is making you work anywhere. This is just another opportunity that you're wasting. Okay, no Red Lobster. What's your plan? Oh, I don't know. I got frustrated, so I raised my voice. Well, you better start thinking. His mom didn't like that. Don't talk to him like that. I said, look, biscuit blocker. So let me give you a heads up as to what has happened since the last time I did a special. My son Frankie is now 19 years old. 19 years old, high school graduate. He has all his shots, ladies. People tell me all the time, why do you talk about your son so much? Because he won't leave. Does he like it when you talk about him? I said, no, he hates it. Well, why do you do it? Because he won't leave. I'll tell you what he likes to do right now. He likes to sit around the house and watch videos of other kids playing video games. See, some of you are clapping. I didn't know that was an actual thing. I asked them, what are you doing? I'm watching other kids playing video games. I said, that's really? Why? Well, they're professionals. I'm like, why would you watch something that you could be doing? Because they're professionals. That's dumb. Really, Dad? Every Sunday, I see you watching football. How come you don't play? I didn't even argue. I just cut off the internet. My son's problem right now is that he has, according to him, too many options. Okay, that's his problem. I'm like,
Poor guy.
I have so many options, Dad. I don't know what to do. Write them down. Put them on a wheel. Freaking. Today, plumber. Something. The problem is we go places, people find out he is my son, and then they offer him opportunities. He doesn't understand that that's not how the real world works. I know about struggling and clawing and fighting for the opportunity to do something. He doesn't get it yet. And that's my fault. For example, I take him and his mom out to dinner, okay? I took them both to Red Lobster. Now, Houston, me personally, I love Red Lobster, okay? And not even for the seafood. I'm talking about the biscuits. Oh, yeah. So we're sitting there and we're having a conversation with our son about life, opportunity, what does he want to do with himself? And as we're talking to him, the manager from Red Lobster walks over to our table. And he's being really cool, right? He's like, hey. And I'm like, hey. He looks at my son. Is this the infamous Frankie? I said, why, yes, it is. He just graduated. Congratulations. And he's looking for a job. The manager goes, oh, say no more. And he gives my son a business card. And then he starts to say, listen, Frankie, this is all you have to do. Just go online and fill out the application. Once it's registered, call me personally, and I'll see to it that you get an interview. The only position we have available right now is for a host, but there's plenty of room for opportunity here at Red Lobster. Besides, you got one hell of a reference. And then he walked away, and I was like, oh my God. I'm gonna get free biscuits. My son looks at me and says, I don't want to work at Red Lobster. I said, Frankie, no one is making you work anywhere. This is just another opportunity that you're wasting. Okay, no Red Lobster. What's your plan? Oh, I don't know. I got frustrated, so I raised my voice. Well, you better start thinking. His mom didn't like that. Don't talk to him like that. I said, look, biscuit blocker. Handle it though, you know, I can handle it. People say, well, you know, Gabriel, you go up there and you make fun of yourself. No, I don't. I come up here and I tell you the things that I heard people say. There's a difference, you know. Sometimes I set myself up for jokes and I don't realize it. 3 years ago, I bought a Beetle, not even thinking. That's not the joke, shut up. See, I can't even tell you guys this story already. I wasn't thinking. I bought the car because it was affordable, economical, brand new freaking Beetle for like 17 grand. I was like, ah! First new car. I go to show it off at my friend Martin's house. I thought it was nice. I pull up, you know. Martin! He lives in the hood. I don't get out of the car. Across the street, there are these gang members. The kind of gang members, they don't really get into, you know, like shooting people and stuff like that. They just hang out on the porch and talk a lot of smack. And so I'm there in a Beetle, and across the street I hear this, right? I'm like, Martin! And over here I hear, Orale! Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? How'd you get in there, is it? Hurry up, Martin! 2 months later, I go back to pick him up. Now I've had some time to work on the car, right? I put some rims on it, some stickers. I put a chip in the motor so it goes faster. I thought it was bad, right? I pull up. Martin! Orale! I'm not turning around. Hey! Hey! I don't see you. Yoo-hoo! Hey! Oh! What? Check it out, eh? It's the Fat and the Furious! I didn't even wait, man. Got rid of that car, man. I traded it in and got myself a big old SUV. Oh, it was nice for a while. This car freaking sucked on mileage, so man, I got 11 miles to the gallon. Oh, you cannot be badass in a car that kills gas like I kill tacos. You can't be at the stoplight trying to intimidate other cars. You know, what? Whoa. $20 right there. Hell no, man. But it was kind of cool. It had a GPS navigational system in it, an OnStar, which was really cool. You know, I'm driving and all of a sudden this girl's talking to me.
Right turn up ahead. In 3/4 tenths of a mile, left turn.
And I'm like, whatever you say, baby. This is cool, you guys. We've been in town all week hanging out, having fun. And for me, this is cool because I've been coming here for so long. And it's nice to walk into places and have people freak out. I'm not going to lie. It does something for me. You know, I'm walking into McDonald's and they're losing it. What are you doing here? Hello, I have one too. But now I find myself abusing the power. You know, I get to the register and they're freaking out. You know, are you Gabriel Iglesias? I'm like, I don't know. Is the food free? Yes, it is. And like for me, the best hookup so far, has been at Disney. Oh man, I showed up, people were giving me free stuff left and right. You know, I'm there with my family and they were loving it. Free sodas, hats and stuff. And people kept walking up. Can we take a picture? Can we take a picture? You know, and I'm not one of those, you know, I'm not one of those, you know, no, get away. Nuh-uh. I didn't get attention as a kid, so now it's on. So all day, picture. And the serious highlight for me was watching two kids walk past Disney characters to get to me. Oh, and they were hating. I could hear them too. Whatever, dude. All day, picture, and all it took was one to crush me. Yeah, just humbled you really quick. And I walked up to me, he's all, you know, like, oh my God, I just saw you on TV. Oh, can I take a picture? Let's do it, bro. Oh my God, this is so cool. It's so cool. I can't wait to tell my dad I took a picture with the guy that repossesses cars. Ladies and gentlemen, from Operation Repo, the star, Mr. Lou Pizarro. Hey, what's up? Hell yeah. No, hombre, dude, you look like you've been repossessing quesadillas, bro. Seriously. All right, we gotta settle it. We were here together in one spot, all over the internet, the two lookalikes. All right, we gotta settle it. Who's fatter? Don't make me fall on you, bro. Seriously, yeah, look at him. Damn! Oh yeah, you and I, we can play football, huh? We won't even move, just go ahead, come on. Oh, I'm already sweating, look, just hugging you.
Está haciendo calor. It's so hot.
Yeah. But we are here, you guys. I am so excited to be doing this show. I've been given this opportunity, and I want to share it with as many of my personal friends that are comics. And it's going to be a good time, you guys. And it was a really big fight with the network to come up with the title for the show. Because when they find out, it was me, and that I was going to have a few of my amigos on the show, automatically they tried to put a catchy name for it. Anytime comedy clubs, networks, theaters get together, and there's more than one minority on a show, they always want to put a catchy name. For as long as I've been performing in Arizona, anytime I do a show and there's more than 3 Latinos, forget it. Latino night, Hispanic night, Mojado Monday or Taco Tuesday or Wetback Wednesday or Tortilla Thursday or Fiesta Friday or Sábado Gigante. But they do that to everybody. That happens to African Americans as well. They'll call the show Urban Night, Apollo Night, Def Jam Comedy Night, but that's as far as they'll take it. And they won't take it to the next level like they will for us, because, there's people fighting for black rights. We don't have anyone. We got Repo. And he's got his own agenda, I guarantee you, my African-American brothers and sisters, you will never see a malt liquor Monday. Or Tupac Tuesday, or Watermelon Wednesday, or Thong Thursday, or Fried Chicken Friday, or Sookie Sookie Saturday, or Slap a Hoe Sunday. And that most definitely would never happen to rednecks. He got quiet. I'm gonna do the joke. Because it'll never happen. You'll never hear of a monster truck Monday or a trailer park Tuesday or white trash Wednesday or take your sister out Thursday. Look at.
Oh, hell no, Fluffy. You done crossed the line now. I'm from Apache Junction. We don't play that.
So I also want to thank the promoters. The promoters did a really nice job with the show. They put us in a nice hotel, by the way. A nice hotel. You know you're in a nice hotel when you get inside of the elevator and it talks. It's one of those,
First floor, second floor, third floor,
I'm like, man, she sounds hot.
fourth floor, fifth floor.
Oh, yeah. Martina asked me, how far are you going up? I said, all the way. I'll tell you something else that's simple that makes me very happy. The venue here has very nice accommodations backstage. The dressing rooms, I like the fact that, they still have light switches in there, which is pretty cool. And the reason I make this a big deal is because we're doing a lot of these shows at our big venues, and a lot of them are starting to go green. And so they're putting sensors in all the dressing rooms, and sensors are good when they work. When they work, I love sensors. As soon as you get to the door, it feels you, and then the whole room just... I hate the sensors that are all old and messed up, and then, you got to walk into a dark-ass room and establish your presence. And if you're lucky... And then 8 seconds later... Some don't stop there. Some keep going, I like the fact that when I washed my hands earlier, there's knobs. I like it. I can control the temperature. I can control the pressure. That's great. Some places take that away from us, and then they replace it with a sensor. And, it's hard enough being a comedian, but now I got to be a magician. Nothing. Then you walk away. I feel like there's someone behind the mirror messing with me, like, watch this. Some places stop there, some places keep going. When I wash my hands, I like a lot of soap. I like a good soap dispenser, the pump, Some take that away and they replace it with that little spout that goes next to the faucet. So then you have to stick your hand under it and then you get that little... You know you need more, so you pull it out and then you go back in, but the sensor's like, no, it's still you. Now you gotta trick it, Once you do get enough soap on your hands, now you gotta rinse it off, but you can't because the timer for the water's timed out. So now you have to back up, and then you have to reintroduce yourself to the sink. And then it's a race to get the soap off your hands. Now you gotta dry it. Some places still give you paper towels, some take the paper towels away, and they put them in a box with another sensor. So there you are. 3 inches of paper. 3 inches of paper. You can't do anything with 3 inches. Ask any woman, they'll tell you. So there you are. I need control. I need power. I need the crank. Some places stop there. Some places keep taking more control away from us. You ever walk into a bathroom stall, close the door, lock it, turn around, look at the toilet, and see a blinking red light on the wall? And you're like, really? Here too? You're trying to get the tissue paper off the wall for the seat. The second you take a step, I didn't even do anything. You get the paper. Hey! You turn around and you put it on like a cape. And then you let it slide down your back while you slowly try to time it just right. And just as you're about to sit on the toilet, somebody always walks into the bathroom and distracts you. Huh? But it's too late. Your knees are bent. And unless you do CrossFit, you're not coming back from that shit. And your bare ass touches the seat and you're like, ah! And just when you think it can't get any worse, and all this water splashing up, hitting you right in the ass. And then the water goes down the drain and it creates this air tunnel that goes right between your legs. So you got a tsunami in your ass. You have a tornado in the front. And who's the victim? Pikachu. You haven't even made magic yet and you're already being violated by plumbing. Now you're sitting there, you're dripping in shame. You do what you gotta do. Now it's time for maintenance. Now it's time for cleanup. So then you reach over for the paper. And the problem with the paper, you guys, is that anytime it's a big venue like this, they don't want to have to keep sending the janitorial people to keep restocking the bathroom. So instead of putting a human-size toilet paper roll inside of the human-size toilet paper roll dispenser, they go to Costco or Sam's Club and they get one of those big old gorilla rolls, right? And they force it in there. And then they close the door on it. And it's just big wheel locked in place. And you can't find where it starts because they glue it. You're trying... Out of desperation, you pull out your car keys and you cut into the side of it like a bag of cocaine on Narcos. Then you get the paper. You try to wipe. Ah! Give it 1 year, Austin. 1 year. They're going to take full control of the bathroom. You're going to be sitting there. You're going to be doing what you got to do. And then you're going to look over at the toilet paper and you're going to think of me. You're going to think of me because watch, I'm predicting it right now. A year from now. You're going to look at the toilet paper and you're going to see a blinking red light on it. And you'll be like, oh my God, he called it. And you'll be sitting there and you're going to, oh man. One sheet. You're going to get frustrated and just sit on it. Just Sorry, I know that was a lot of culo right there. Good deal. Food trucks. Food trucks are my favorite, especially for Mexican food. You know, I love a good taco truck. But here's the only thing. If you're gonna go to a taco truck, make sure you do a little research, look and see who's running it, all right? For me to know that I'm gonna have a good experience, I wanna make sure that it's an all-female crew running that taco truck. Not to sound sexist, let me just explain. They make me feel special. When I walk up at 1 o'clock in the morning and I have a little buzz going, they make me feel good about myself. I walk up, hello? They come to the window. Hola, mi gordito, how are you? ¿Cómo estás? Ese gordito chulito. How are you, mijo? Mira, a ver, ojitos, ojitos, ojitos. What would you like, mijo? What would you like? What would you like? Feel like a kid. Can I have a taco? Lo que tú quieres es gordito chulito. See, when it's an all-male crew, it's very different. It's late. Customer service is not their strongest point. They're tired, they're bitter, they want to go home, and then I show up. Hello? They come to the window. ¿Qué chingados quieres, pinche gordo? What you want? What you want? Hey, what's up, bro? Can I have a taco? Okay, what else? That's it. Ah. That's not even a word. But you know exactly what he just told you. Mexican people and only Mexican people have this sound that we make that can just discredit anything you put in front of us. It's very simple. Anything with that sound. I just graduated from college, top of my class. Ah. Fine, I'll work at Burger King.
Papi, this is my fiance. He loves me.
Ah. Fine, I'll be a whore. Just saying, so Listen, Austin, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I feel like just a little bit of a superhero, a little bit like a superhero in the sense that I'm able to walk out in front of large groups of people and change people's moods, you know. But like any superhero, I got my weakness too. I come out here and I make you happy, and then I go home and I piss off one person. Yeah, because Frankie's mom doesn't want to hear about you guys. She doesn't. I can't go home bragging. You know, baby, you don't understand. It was crazy out there in Austin.
That's nice. Take out the trash.
But they were clapping and chanting.
Oh, is that going to help? Okay. Take out the trash. Take out the trash. Take out the trash.
But they told me they love me. Ah. Yeah. I don't know if you guys know this or not. I'm celebrating an anniversary of me having my first ever celebrity death hoax. I guess the internet tried to kill me about a year ago. And 25 million people read an article that I died due to complications from diabetes. And I was like, I asked my son, I said, hey, did you hear I died? That's what they meant. I go, what do you mean that's what they meant? Well, my friends were asking if you were okay. Well, what'd you tell them? I hadn't seen you. Good deal. It's pretty crazy. 25 million people read an article that I died, but no one called me. I got a few text messages. Actually, I take that back. The only person that called was Martin. And I think that's just to make sure that he still had employment. You know what I mean? Hello? Hey, you dead? No, man, I'm alive. I figured you would have texted me. Good friend. My son Frankie, he's now 18. Yeah. Some of you are clapping like he's leaving. Nope. I asked him, hey, what are you going to do with yourself now that you're 18? What are you going to do? Have you thought about college? Just now. Okay. And I tell him, I says, Frankie, if you want to go to college, the only thing stopping you is you. I says, I tell a lot of jokes. I will pay for your entire college education. You can go to school anywhere you want as long as you get accepted. What do you think about that? I said, if you want to go to school in California, we'll make it happen. You want to go to school somewhere else in America, we'll make it happen. I said, hell, I'll even do one of those special international programs. You know, the ones where you give them one of your children and then they give you one of their children? You know, what is it when you kid swap? Thank you. Sorry, I was like, some of you were like,
That's called human trafficking.
it's a different program. I would love to do an exchange program with my son, but don't give me a regular kid. If I'm gonna do an exchange program, give me a kid from like a hardcore third world country so that he appreciates all the basic things most children take for granted. You know, like food, electricity, running water, a roof, stuff that costs money, but they just figure it's, it's part of the package. Give me little Tombutu. I would love Tombutu. Give me little Tombutu.
Mr. Fluffy,
Yes, Tombutu.
I was wondering, what time do we go to sleep?
You go to sleep whenever you like. This is your room. We sleep next door. All of this is for Tombutu? Yes, all of this is for Tombutu.
In my village, 2 families sleep in an area this big.
Well, here in America, one big-ass Mexican kid sleeps here. Enjoy. And then I would take him to IHOP or Denny's and let him order whatever he wants and just watch him lose it,
This is the Thanksgiving I heard of. Thank you, Mr. Fluffy, thank you. If there is anything Tombutu can do for you, please tell me, anything.
Can you help me take out the trash?
For you, I will eat the trash.
Meanwhile, my son is on the other side of the world on top of an elephant trying to get Wi-Fi. I'm just saying, you guys, I love my kid, but you know what? He's a little spoiled. That's why I like it when his friends come over the house. His friends are constantly reminding him of the place he's in life. And that's one thing. When you tell your kids something, okay, that's one thing. But when you can get their friends to say what you're thinking, you can't pay for that. And they're always telling him, Frankie, you're so lucky, man. You're so lucky. Your dad's trying to help you go to college. You're so lucky. He wants to help you get a car. My dad doesn't even trust me to walk. You're so lucky, Frankie. Because see, my son is numb. He's numb to you guys, and he's numb to me. He doesn't see Fluffy, okay? My son sees Dad. And that's how he says it. Dad, Dad. Yeah, I'm the guy that tells him, clean your room, take a shower, put on deodorant, which he does very well now. But Austin, you saw what I had to do to make that happen, right? His friends, though, man, they come over the house. I love these guys. I love them. One, his name is Ken. He works good with computers. His other friend, his name is Fabian. He wants to be a police officer. Both of these kids are really, really good. And I know I say kids, but they're all 18. But I'm 39, so, for me, they're kids. Some of the conversations we have, really good. Some of them, I'm like, what am I doing? For example, at home, I usually dress, not like this, just like a t-shirt, but just t-shirt, shorts. Usually I like Marvel comics and I like, comic book stuff. So that's usually where I wear around the house. That or something that has WWE on it or freaking Star Wars. I like wearing stuff like that at home. One day, I'm wearing an Avengers t-shirt and Frankie's friend, Fabian sees me. And by the way, just so you guys know at home, it's pretty funny. When I walk into the living room, my son's friends freak out. And it's funny because my son is so just numb. I walk in the living room and Frankie's like, hey, Dad. His friends see me, they see this. With like doves. You imagine if every time you walked into a room that happened? He's here! Ladies, imagine if your guy could do that for you. It's your anniversary, a celebration, your birthday, you're laying in bed and you're like, what are you gonna do to me? What's gonna happen? One extra dove. Just a thought. Anyway, back to my son's friends. So I'm wearing this Avengers t-shirt, and Frankie's friend Fabian stands up, and he sees me wearing the shirt, and he points. He goes, hey, and I go, what's up? And he goes, weak. Excuse me? Weak. DC's better. What? DC's better. I'm like, DC's okay, Obama lives there. They pass laws. They have museums, hotels. I don't know that it's better. It's not even a real state. It was DC Comics, man. I go, oh, well, whatever, dude. It's just a t-shirt. I like it. It's cool. No big deal. That's because they suck. I go, dude, chill. Batman is better than Iron Man. I go, hey. And the adult in me is saying, what are you doing having this conversation? You have better things to do with your time. But no, the kid in me is like, I want to know why. Tell me. Why is Batman better? Because he is. I go, that's not an argument. First of all, Batman's not better. I'll set the record straight. Batman is not better. Batman is creepy. Batman is the creepiest superhero that has ever lived. He's creepy. He even sounds creepy. I'm Batman. I'm Batman. I'm Batman. You don't recognize that voice? Want some candy? Help me find my puppy. He only comes out at night. He's always hanging out in alleys. His face is always covered up. And who does he associate himself with? A guy named Joker, a guy named Riddler. His name is Batman. Joker, Riddler, Batman. Joker, Riddler, Batman. Those are Mexican gang member names. Can you imagine if that was his real identity at night? I'm Batman. During the day, no, chinga su madre, soy Batman, loco. Aquí me tiene trabajando como burro. So I said, all right, Fabian, Mr. DC's better. Based on my t-shirt says Marvel on it. And I see Incredible Hulk, I see Thor, I see Iron Man. Who are some of the superheroes that DC Comics has that makes them better? Go. Batman, you said that. Superman, that's a good one. Wonder Woman, okay. Green Lantern, wait. I said, I know the other superheroes, but Green Lantern? I said, what's his power? He wears a ring, and the ring gives him power. I said, that's a fantasy. I don't know any man who wears a ring who has power. And if you're not clapping right now, my point exactly. You can't clap. You know why? Because you're sitting next to kryptonite. I hear some of you are there. I hope you guys are okay. That's a big compliment, by the way. Anytime we hear people in the room and they're starting to laugh so much that they begin to cough, that lets me know I'm making you laugh so much. Your own body is rejecting the activity that you're participating in. Your own lungs are telling you, this is not good for you. You should leave, but you're stubborn. You're like, no, the ticket was expensive. That's usually from men. From women, it's a little different. Anytime I hear women laughing so much that they begin to snort, that tells me I'm making you laugh so much, I'm causing you to inhale and exhale at the same time, forcing you to make that. And that girl's laughing hard over there. I could tell you're a snorter right there. Yeah. Anytime I make if I can make a woman snort more than 2 times, that tells me I made you pee just a little. So, big compliment. You can't pay for that one. Another thing that I now consider a compliment is that from time to time, I have people at the shows who are not accustomed to laughing for extended periods of time. And they get so involved with the show and so excited that they forget to do a very basic thing called breathing. You'd be amazed how many times I've seen this. And people pass out. And when it happens in the front row, that's messed up because only I can see what's happening. The whole crowd is laughing and I'm like, oh, and I'm looking down and I see they're looking at me for help. Fluffy, do something. Do something. He woke up, thank you. Yeah. And fortunately for me, I've never had anyone die at one of my shows. And I know that sounds crazy to say that, but it's never happened, and I'm very grateful for that. I have had people hurt themselves, though. I had a lady in Ohio who was up in the balcony, and she laughed herself unconscious, and she freaking and went forward. What? Didn't die. And when I say it went forward, she hit her head on the rail. She didn't, Fluffy killed another one. Ooh. I didn't see this because the spotlights were in my face, just like tonight. I couldn't see what was happening upstairs. It wasn't until after the show was over that Martin comes out and he whispered in my ear, hey, bro, some lady hurt herself. Let's go check on her. Let's go. So we go behind the curtain, and there's a security car waiting for us. So we jump in the car, and they raced us around to the front of the building. As soon as we get to the front, we see an ambulance, and we're like, this is serious. So we walk in, and not to take anything away from this moment, but it's a little bit funny in the sense that My show just finished, and people are now leaving the building. And they see me walking in the front door. You got to see it through my eyes, you know. He's big, but he's fast. I don't know how the hell he did that one right there. So immediately I walk in and I cut right. The lady's sitting on the steps with 2 paramedics, and they got a gurney, they got the machine and everything right there. And I'm like, ugh. Now, the lobby's filling up with people, and I'm getting recognized like that. So I'm trying to get to that lady as quickly as possible, but it's a little bit hard because people are starting to walk up. So I started doing this to throw people off. I'm like walking towards the lady, but I'm doing it like this. Are you okay? Are you all right? People see me doing that, and they're backing up. They're like, what the hell's going on? And so a line just opened up. It's not until I get over to the paramedics that one of them said something. What are you doing to the lady? What are you doing? I go, listen, bro. The woman obviously sustained a head injury, and I'm slowly giving her a chance to process the fact that it's really me. And I'm slowly getting closer. I realize now that I'm in this amazing position in life where I can no longer walk up from behind someone at one of my shows and just go, hey. Because then, clear. Fluffy killed another one. So she sees me. The woman must have been 55, 60, little Asian woman, right? She looks up and she's like, oh, you too funny. You almost killed me. I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Is there anything I could do to make you feel better? Yes, I feel better. I would like a 2 t-shirt. I'm going to get you 2 t-shirts and 2 DVD. Like, you're not that hurt. Get your ass over here. Come on. I got you. As soon as she gets up, one of the paramedics is like, hey, she shouldn't be standing. She hit her head. I go, listen, bro. I said, I'm the artist performing here tonight, and I accept full responsibility over this woman, okay? Full responsibility. I says, I got her. She was tiny, and besides, we're walking 10 feet to a merchandise table. No big deal. So I got her right here, and we start walking. The second we start walking, she starts venting. Mr. Fluffy, you have no idea the kind of week I've had. My son has stressed me out so bad. He married this girl. Oh, she no cook, she no clean. Move into my house. Oh, now I have to cook and clean for 2. Oh, some bullshit. And in my head, I'm like, oh my God, that's going to happen to me. I must apologize because I do not know who you are until today. A friend gave me a ticket to your show. And she said, Susie, you stress too much. You need to get out of the house. Here, ticket to the Fluffy. And I look at the ticket. Ticket say, the Fluffy. I don't know. It's a comedy. I think it's a musical like a Cats. I say, okay, I go see a Cats. Fluffy. And then your friend Martine walk out on stage with a big hair. I say, oh, this not the Cats. This not the Cats. This Lion King. Yes, that's a Mexican Mufasa. Then he started cracking jokes, and I laughing. You come out on stage, I laugh so hard, I cannot breathe. And I black out, and I wake up, and I have an ice pack on the head, the blood in the eye, and the 2 young white men paramedic, they touch me right here. They say, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? What did you tell them? Oh, never better. Oh, Susie, never have a 2 young white men so pretty touch me right here. Same time, your show very special show. Your show like a Make-A-Wish. It's like a Make-A-Wish. Mr. Fluffy, if I have a scar, you're gonna sue. Not going to sue. If I have a scar, and the friends ask me, how you get the scar? Now I have a good story to tell. I'm going to say, 2 white men, same time, while a Mexican watch. I got a chance to meet someone who I've been a big fan of since I was a little kid. Now, some of you might agree, some of you might disagree, but I grew up watching his movies, and for me, it was a big deal. I met Arnold Schwarzenegger last year. Now, I didn't know him or like him as a politician, and I didn't follow him as a bodybuilder. I just knew he was the Terminator, and that was like my favorite movie forever. And so here's the story. I'm at a red carpet event in Hollywood for some independent film that I still haven't seen. And I'm standing there with my publicist, and out of the corner of my eye, I see this mob of people, and I hear his voice, and I freaked out. I was like, oh my God, relax, Gabriel, relax. You've never met Arnold? No! I know him. I'm his publicist sometimes. Would you like me to introduce you? Yes! She takes me by the hand and walks me over to Arnold's area. I am geeking out so bad, I look like a big-ass toddler. As soon as we get to his area, he's Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's already got like 20 people around him. So I'm just patiently waiting my turn, and I'm watching him meet people. And I'll just tell you right now, Austin, no one on this planet is better at meeting fans than Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's the greatest person meter I've ever witnessed. And the reason I say this is because he's very engaging. He grabs you by the hand. He pulls you in. He looks at you right in the eyes. And you get exactly what you think you're gonna get. He's very in touch with who he is, and he turns it on. It's awesome to watch.
How are you? So great to meet you. This is incredible. With these lights and this red carpet, you're so strong. You pump iron. Aye, look at you. Get down. I'm kidding. Don't get down. You're so silly. Stand up here. What is going on?
People are walking away looking at their hand. Everyone is just leaving with this awe moment, you know, and I'm watching them for 10 minutes. And after 10 minutes of watching him meet people, I noticed something. Arnold Schwarzenegger has a handler, a guy whose job it is to basically reset Arnold for the next person he's about to meet. Arnold doesn't cut off a conversation with the fan. The guy behind him signals Arnold that it's time to end the conversation and move on to the next person. Here's the trick. He squeezes the back of his arm right here. He squeezes that. That lets Arnold know, time to end, time to move on. It's awesome to watch.
This is incredible with these lights and these carpets and this red carpet. This is incredible. Excuse me. How are you? Nice to meet you.
And I'm like, oh! So I yelled out to the handler, hey! And the handler looks at me. Hit him! I want to meet him. Hit him! And he starts laughing because he realizes that I see how the Terminator's really working. So he goes, he's laughing, so he starts lighting Arnold up, you guys. He's hitting him fast. Arnold's just like, how are you? Pardon me. Excuse me. Nice to meet you. Excuse me. How are you? High five. Very good. Okay. Very good. I'll be back. Okay. Excuse me. Pardon me. How are you? Very good to meet you. Yes. He's coming down the line, and I'm just waiting. And I stick my hand out, and he grabs it, and he pulls me in, and he's like,
how are you? So great to meet. Wait. I recognize you. I know who you are. You're that comedian who tells a joke about the Indian man trying to rob a bank, but he cannot rob the bank because they're making fun of him.
And in my head, I'm like, he knows me! But outside, I'm like, yeah, that's me.
You are hysterical. You have to be the funniest person I've ever seen. Oh my God, you... Excuse me. How are you? Nice to meet you. Welcome. This is incredible, right? With this red carpet and this...
I know, I swear to God, he's like a roller coaster. I want to go to the end of the line and ride him again. You know what I mean? It was just... Formed at a university not too long ago, and I won't say the name because then I don't want you guys to get weird on me. But here's the point. They had so much money at this college that their own campus police department that they have, they bought all of the officers Priuses for their department. Now, that's not even the joke. And you can Google this after the show so you can see that I'm not lying to you. Just Google police Prius, and you'll see. And you'll be like, ah! Yeah. And you'll know which college, and then it'll be too late. So, this is not the joke. What's funny to me is that if you're an officer of the law and you're trying to fight crime, the first thing that people see when you arrive is your mode of transportation. Your vehicle needs to establish dominance of the situation before you set one foot outside. In California Highway Patrol officers, the majority of them now drive SUVs. So when you get pulled over, you feel it. You know? And people are like, don't kill me! Now imagine getting pulled over by... Don't let me get stopped by a cop in a Prius with an attitude. You know why I stopped you? Because I let you.
You imagine the first time they did a DUI stop, the guy probably didn't even get out of the car, and he just got on the radio.
Sir, step out of your vehicle now.
Okay, all right, okay. All right, okay, all right. Is that a Prius? I must be drunk.
Sir, walk the line.
Okay, all right, okay, I'll walk the line. Officer, hey, if I gotta go to jail, can you call a real cop car to pick me up?
Keep walking, smart ass.
All right, officer, real quick. Hey, charge my phone.
Sir, you're going to jail.
My poison of choice is tequila, and some of you already know that. And to the young adults, you know, it is a poison, all right? It is. It's just a delicious one. I avoid certain drinks, like tequila is usually the only go-to that I have. I avoid Jaeger. I don't do Jaeger, especially here. Yeah, I've been on 6th Street. You hear people, Jaeger! Jaeger's the only alcohol that will make you scream its name, by the way. Think about that. That is the only alcohol that people scream its name. You don't hear anybody else. You don't hear Mexicans. Tequila, way! You don't hear black people. Hennessy, player. You don't hear Japanese. Woo, saki, saki! But Jaeger, ugh. Another reason why I'm not a fan of Jaeger is because I'm type 2 diabetic. I shouldn't even be drinking, but there's twice as much sugar in Jaeger. Okay? Another thing is the consistency of Jaeger. It's like medicine. It's like cough syrup. The problem with that is that if you drink too much of it, it's very sticky on the inside, and it takes longer to come back. You know, if you have one too many Coronas, you know what happens. And then you return it to the rightful owner. Jaeger makes you feel like you got to bring it back, but you can't. All it does is make you dramatic for 45 minutes. You've seen that person. You okay? I'm fine. They can't throw up. All they're doing is 6-minute abs. They sound like an old car that won't start. You take them by the hand, you drag them into the bathroom, lean them over a toilet, nothing. Nothing. You're trying to motivate them. You can do it. People are outside knocking on the door. Are you okay in there? I think someone's hurting a dog. Not safe. Another alcohol I refuse to mess with anymore is wine. Let me explain. I know some of you are like, Let me explain about wine. I don't like wine for a few reasons. The main reason is that I don't like the fact that it's socially accepted. And what I mean by that is that if you see a man crossing the street with a bottle of wine, immediately he's judged, but in a positive way. Because wine is always associated with something high class, something positive, an anniversary, a celebration, some type of promotion. Something good is always attached to wine. Women see a man with a bottle of wine and a couple of glasses, and immediately,
Someone's gonna have a nice time. Aww, lucky bitch.
it's still alcohol. It will still mess you up. The main reason why I don't like wine is because you cannot accurately measure wine. You can measure real alcohol. It's called a shot. And you know after drinking enough times what you can handle and what you can't handle. Because people that drink a lot love to brag about their drinking abilities. You know, 11 shots of Cuervo. Woo! Yeah! Even women.
After 4 shots of Don Julio, I am so good. 4 shots is my sweet spot.
What happens if you do 5?
I'll wake up in an alley.
What happens if you do 6?
That's how I met Tyrone.
See, with wine, you cannot accurately measure how much you're drinking unless it's by the bottle, and that's a whole different problem. Glasses. Wine glasses are always different sizes. Sometimes they're big, sometimes they're small, and then you have to depend on someone who's pouring it, especially at a restaurant.
Sometimes people know what they're doing, sometimes they don't. Sometimes you get that one guy with a real heavy hand and he fills it all the way up, which is what you're not supposed to do. Or you get the person that's seasoned who gives you a little bit less than half of the glass, which is the proper amount. Or you get that greedy bastard from Olive Garden. And it gives you that little sample and you gotta hold it up and... Oh, that's good, I got a coupon for that. Plus, you never see wine drinkers drinking with real drinkers in dive bars. You might see them at a social gathering like this or a corporate function, but never at a little hole in the wall. You're never gonna see Jaeger! Tequila way! And in the middle, Merlot, I say. Oh, this is a fantastic establishment. I truly enjoy the decor here. It's amazing. Who cuts your grass? It's brilliant, I tell you. When I go to England, that voice scares me a little because their English is so proper. And no matter how smart you are, when you hear the way that they speak over there, it makes you feel less intelligent. Seriously, and then they hear us talk over there. Oh man, you don't even know. When they hear us talk, how we sound to them, it's backwards. We hear them, we're like, ooh, they sound smart. They hear us talk, you know how we sound to them? They sound like this right here, okay. How you doing there, buddy? Not saying that guy's not smart, but he doesn't sound like the other guy. And I know some of you are judging me. Some of you probably sound like that tonight, and that's okay. But imagine if you're about to have heart surgery, okay? Which doctor do you want? This is going to be a painless procedure. We have plenty of medication and the best doctors to work on you. Or, we're going to cut this some bitch open right now. I'm going to take that out. I'm going to put a brand new one in your little ticker right there. I'm going to wind you up and send you on your good old way there. Yeah, I'll take the other guy, please. Yeah, thank you. In England, to us, they all sound the same. They all sound the same no matter what they're doing. Whereas here in America, we always have a voice for whatever's presented in front of us. We adjust. For example, we all have our trying to get a good job voice. You know? If you'll check my references, you'll see I'm the most qualified for this position. Call Frank Torres. Frank will tell you the amazing job I did for him about a month and a half ago. I'm going to give your company 110%. You can take that to the bank. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Please feel free to call anybody on the list. Have a good day. Then you walk outside. Hijo la chingada, ojalá que me den el pinche trabajo, porque no, eso está difícil. Tu get the job. Get the job. Sí, sí. We have our drinking voice. Jaeger! We have our freaky voice. It's like, you don't even know what's going to happen. You're going to get it. You don't even understand. You don't even know what I'm going to do to you. You're going to go. You're going to walk funny when I'm done with you. Yeah, you don't even know. I'm going to hurt you. In England, they sound the same no matter what they're doing to us, you know. We're trying to get a job. If you'll check my references, you will see the most qualified for this position. When they party. If you'll pour me the wine, I will drink it. This is brilliant, I tell you. When they're making love. I'm going to lower my drawbridge and introduce you to the Queen. Yes, I shall. I'm going to defile you in such an amazing fashion. You will rule the day you came across me at that local pub. When you arrive at that magical moment, I want you to scream, victory! Victory! My job is done here. I shall be in the kitchen if you require any of my assistance. I'm a dork. Sorry, and I know the kids in here are like, oh my God. Yeah, if the door's ever locked and it's late at night and you hear them, victory! A long time ago, I did a joke about a comedian who you saw on stage tonight by the name of G. Riley. And I played a practical joke on him years ago that's now known as the racist gift basket story. I had no idea that 7 years ago when we played this practical joke on G, that I would still be getting haunted by this joke. People now bring me Mexican racist gift baskets. And I'll tell you, no, and there's no cake in it, by the way. Let me just tell you, the first time it happened, I was in Los Angeles, and this guy walks up to me after the show, and he's like, hey, bro, got your racist gift basket. I said, we're the same race. Hey, whatever. All right, whatever. I take this basket in the back, and it actually had things that I really liked in it. There was a Mexican blanket with a tiger on it, a couple bottles of Fanta, some Peñafiel. There was a Mexican candy, freaking pan dulce, a Vicente Fernandez CD. Everything made it back to my house. Now, the more East Coast and the more down south we started performing, the more creative the gift baskets started getting. Fast forward to Mobile, Alabama. Really? Texas? I'm just saying. Look at some of you. Este pinche gordo ya me cayó gordo. I'm just saying. Earlier tonight, when you saw Martin on stage, he made a couple of announcements. One of the announcements that he made was, if you brought a gift, please hold on to it until after the show. Don't bring it to the stage. It could interrupt the flow of the performance, blah, 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 blah. The only reason why he makes this announcement every single night is because of one show that happened in Mobile, Alabama. Now, the way this venue is set up with the seating is, there's an aisle right here, and there's an aisle right there. At the venue in Mobile, it was basically crowd, and then aisle right up the middle. So I tell the racist gift basket story, which is about 15 minutes long. And when I finish, this guy from the back of the theater rushes the front of the stage. Keep in mind, there is security there, just like tonight. However, over there, they see this guy walking with a giant gift basket, and no one's stopping him. They see the guy. The whole building sees the guy. But security's just staring. They're like,
That's pretty.
The guy makes it all the way to the front, and he puts the gift basket on the stage, and then he proceeds to heckle me right from the front. And I'm standing here, right? And he's like, Fluffy, I got this for you. Thank you. Open it. I go, sir, I appreciate the gift, but we're kind of in the middle of a show right now, so I'll be happy to open it after the show. Thank you for the gift. Oh, come on, man, I want to see your face. I said, sir, how about this? How about you take the gift basket and you bring it over here to the side of the stage, and I'll have one of the security guards bring you backstage with the basket, and I'll open it when I get off the stage. How's that? Oh, come on, Fluffy. Come on, man. What's going on right now is that the crowd just heard me tell the racist gift basket story, and now they see a guy with a gift basket. They have no idea what's really going on. They have no idea that I'm not affiliated with freaking Duck Dynasty in the front row. So now I'm trying to diffuse the situation before it goes somewhere where I can't bring it back. So I'm just trying to do something. I'm like, sir, seriously, it would be so much better. How about you just take the basket? It'll be cool. I'll open it right in front of you back here. And he's not having it. And then he does something no other audience member has ever done in my 20 years as a comedian. He takes the entire crowd away from me, flips them, and then uses them on me in 5 seconds. It was the most amazing, horrifying thing I'd ever witnessed. This is how he did it. Come on, Fluffy! We want to see your face! We want to see your face! He gets 1,500 people behind him to start chanting, we want to see your face! We want to see your face! It was very obvious this was not the first rally he's ever led. The crowd is so loud, you guys, I can't hear myself over the microphone. So I said, you know what? I lost. So I put down the microphone, I get on my hands and knees, and I start tearing the gift basket open. I reach in. Forget about pulling out Mexican soda or Mexican candy or Mexican sweetbread. This guy was a professional. I started pulling out gardening tools. Oh yeah, I pulled out a little shovel, a mini rake, a little toy leaf blower, a Home Depot gift card. Dig deeper, Fluffy, dig deeper. I pull out a soccer ball. I said, dude, this is Puerto Rico. They ran out of Mexico, son of a bitch. I pull out an actual application for U.S. citizenship. I said, it can't get any worse. Apparently, it does. Keep digging, Fluffy. I'm like, are you kidding me? I pull out a box of old school Crayola crayons. You know the box that has 64 in it? And it has a little window so you can see all of the colors that are in the box. All of the crayons in the box are brown except for one white crayon that's right in the middle. And I said, what the hell is that supposed to mean? And he looks at me and he says, welcome to my world. The crowd laughed so hard, I knew for a fact that I didn't have a joke that was going to follow that laughter.
So I made it seem like that was the end of my performance. I was like, thank you, good night. And I picked up the gift basket and I gave the guy a dirty look, motherfucker, and just kind of ran off the stage. I go behind the curtain and Martin is standing there. And Martin's like, bro, you killed it out there. I said, they weren't laughing at my jokes, man. What were they laughing at? And I showed him the application. Ah! You're not my friend. So I walk into my dressing room. I'm upset. I close the door, put the basket down. I'm scratching my head and I'm trying to figure out what could I have done to have prevented this situation. So I'm starting to play out scenarios in my head. Should I have grabbed the gift basket, moved it to the side? Should I have had security grab the guy, have him sit down? Should I have had security grab the basket on the guy? Everything that I'm coming up with is ending worse than what actually happened. Finally, I take a shower, I get dressed, security shows up.
Mr. Iglesias,
Yeah,
you ready?
yeah. So I grab my backpack, I put it on, I go to the door. I open up the door, I'm like, let's go. Security sees the gift basket sitting on the chair. And he's trying to be nice and helpful. I'll get that for you, sir. Ah. Yeah, go ahead, bring it. Never know when you might need an application. So now we're walking out the door. We're walking through a parking lot on our way to the tour bus that's parked at the very back. As we're walking, he's having a little small talk with the guy. He's pretty cool. All of a sudden, I hear this. Fluffy! Fluffy! Fluff, 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 fluffy! Fluffy! I'm like, is he hog calling me? I believe so, sir. It's the guy that gave me the gift basket, and he's standing right next to the tour bus. So I'm gonna have to walk past him. So then I stop. I'm like, man. Security like, want me to call for backup? No, you don't need backup. It's gonna get weird. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. So then the guy gets frustrated because I stop walking. So then he starts walking towards me, but he's doing it all weird. He's like, Fluffy. Fluffy. I'm not gonna do anything. And he walks over and he's just all over the place. All right, look here, Fluffster. First and foremost, I just want you to understand something. I'm a big fan of yours. I know you don't feel that way. I saw what you said to me from the stage. The good Lord wouldn't appreciate that. But let me just explain something. I've been a fan of your comedy for a long time, man. Ever since the first time I saw you do that racist gift basket story and you played that joke on your colored friend G. Man, first time I saw you do that joke, I wanted to laugh really hard, but I couldn't because I was at a bar sitting next to two black people, right? And you can't laugh at a black joke in front of black people because they get all sensitive, start chanting civil rights and Rosa Parks and shit like that. And anyway, I voted for Obama, but apparently it's still too soon, you know what I'm saying? So I went home and I got on the internet and I Googled racist gift basket, and sure as hell it popped up and it had me a big old laugh. And I said, man, I love your comedy because you push the envelope, but you don't cross it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you guys are still friends, and that's the bottom line, okay? So I says, if Fluffy ever shows his ass in Mobile, be first in line to get me one of them tickets. And you showed up. So I tell my friends, we're going to go see the Fluffster, my treat. And I says, I bet you anything he would appreciate it if somebody were to get him one of them gift baskets like he got his buddy G. Except we got you the UPS version. UPS version? What can Brown do for you? Know what I'm saying? So, unfortunately, you got all offended by what happened, and it's very sad because here in the South, we have this horrible reputation sometimes for not being the most hospitable people towards minorities, but I don't want you to feel that way. We weren't trying to scare you. We weren't trying to be evil to you. We love what you do. We were just trying to have a little fun, the same way you had a little fun with your friend G, and you made it seem like it was okay, so we thought it was okay to mess with you. And by the way, do you have any idea the amount of time and energy we put into that basket? You have any idea how long I was on the internet trying to find a goddamn application for U.S. citizenship? In English? Are you shitting me? Everything's in Espanol. Ain't nobody got time for that. I voted for Obama. But anyway, the bottom line is, I'm sorry for messing with your show. It'll never happen again. I just wanted to say face to face, mano a mano, I'm sorry. I love you and I'm sorry. And I was like, oh my God, I'm a dick. Sir, you don't have to apologize. I should be the one apologizing. I handle myself poorly. I could have done things different. I'm sorry for making you feel that way. And I'll be happy to take a picture. Now see that? See right there. That's what I'm saying right there. My friends were like, the hell with that beaner. I'm like, nope. That beaner is good people. So when he pulls out his camera, right? And he tries to hand this disposable fun saver camera to this 19-year-old security guard who apparently has never handled this level of technology. So he puts down the gift basket in front of us. We hand him the camera. He starts fumbling with it. And then the guy wants to pose, okay? He puts his arm over my shoulder, but it's kind of weird because I'm way taller than he is. So I have to do this one right here. And now he basically has me in a headlock. And then he just starts ranting. Look here, Fluster, let me just tell you again how happy I am to have you right here. You're an amazing individual. I'm going to continue to pray for your success and for your family and your friends. You're a good people. I don't have any children, but if I ever have one, I hope he has your spirit. You're an amazing individual. God bless you. I go, sir, thank you very much for saying that. I appreciate that. If there's anything I can do, you don't mean that. You don't mean that. Yes, I do. If there's anything I can do, just let me know. Hold up the application. That's called karma.
It's on.
Oh, it's so on.
Why don't we settle this on the field?
Enough talk, let's rumble. See you soon, big dog.
Yeah.
Y'all are strange. Good thing you guys are here. We need judges.
To decide who wins the coffee house games, to see who gets full custody of a 7-meat breakfast burrito.
It's mine!
It's mine.
It's mine!
Tale as old as time.
The odds of a win increase if you maintain an aerodynamic form while increasing the velocity and decreasing drag.
What?
Just run fast.
This is gonna be my new dating profile pic. Take that, Marsha. Big Show, you ready to go do some good with me? It's showtime.
You killed Mr. Ochoa.
Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Oh, I'm coming for you on the count of 10.
It's going down, Charlie Brown.
Oh, this is awesome.
Is this like a normal day for you guys?
Can't be beat, won't be beat.
So let me tell you guys, I'm in the doctor's office and he tells me, he says, listen, Gabriel, obviously working out isn't cutting it. I have a friend who specializes in gastric bypass, and I think it would benefit you greatly to at least listen to what the guy has to say. It couldn't hurt. So he hands me a card. The card says BH Surgical Center. I make an appointment. I show up to this place. I get to the door. The door doesn't say BH Surgical Center. It actually says Center for the Morbidly Obese. Yeah, that shit's not cute. So I figure I'm there, I might as well check it out. So I walk in, I go over to the receptionist and I ask, right spot? And she was cool. She was like, yes, sir, you're in the right location. Can I ask you something? Absolutely. Why does it say Center for the Morbidly Obese on the door?
The doctors prefer it that way.
Why don't you have that on the card?
Because then you won't come in. First time?
Yeah, first time. So she hands me a clipboard and she goes,
Please take this clipboard and have a seat. They'll call you in a few minutes.
so I turn around and I sit down on this couch and I start filling out the paperwork. And it wasn't like insurance forms and stuff like that. It was actually more of like a questionnaire. They ask you a bunch of questions and you have to answer from 1 to 10 how unhealthy you think you are. And it's not going good. It's not. I'm like, oh, freaking 8, 8, 9, 9, 9, 9, 10, 9, 9, 10, 9, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. And as I'm filling out the paperwork outside the door, I hear. All of a sudden, the door opens up and this dude walks in, freaking. I was like, oh my God, you're morbid. Immediately, my score got better. I'm like, shoot, I'm a 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. I'm healthy by default. He makes his way over to the receptionist and she's like,
Are you here for the 8:30? Is this your first time here? Because the doctors prefer it that way. Because then you won't come in. Oh, God. Take this clipboard and have a seat. They'll call you in a few minutes.
so he turns around and he looks at me and my sofa. And he's like, I swear it was like the opening scene to the movie Pacific Rim. He's like, I was like, ah! No one's sitting here. Yeah, it's all you, bro.
All the way from Long Beach, California. Here, Gabriel Iglesias.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, that's right. I don't have a budget this week, so I had to introduce myself. And it sounded really cool, kind of. So, here it goes, you guys. Another exciting episode of Stand Up Revolution, the highlight show. And this week, I want to feature a friend of mine by the name of Gene Pompa. This guy's hysterical. He's funny. I've known him forever. He's a good dude. You're going to love him. So, without further ado,
Ladies and gentlemen, Gene Pompa.
Recently had to call information. I do not like calling information anymore, because when you call information now, you don't even speak to a real human being. You speak to that damn computer, right? Like you'll call them up, city and state, Sacramento, California, San Diego, California. Is this correct? You're like, no, Sacramento, California. San Francisco, California. Finally, out of frustration, you just try to hit like every other hard consonant. Sacramento, California. San Luis Obispo. And the deal is, if you want to talk to a live operator now, you have to yell something that's completely incoherent. Because you know they're fucking listening. That's when they always get on the line. I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said. I said Sacramento, you lazy bitch. Why don't you pick up the phone the first 6 times and not traumatize the shit out of me? Just trying to find Pizza Hut. I've never been with a hooker, right? So 10 years ago, I'm in Vegas. This friend of mine tells me I'm with hookers all the time. No matter what they charge, I only offer them $100, take it or leave it. I always get something. I'm like, cool, I'm gonna try that. So I'm at the bar, there's a prostitute there. She's like, hey, do you wanna go out on a date? I said, all right, what's the deal? She said, it's $350. I got all nervous, I forgot what I was supposed to say. And all I could come up with is I can't, because my mom only gave me $100. I've been with the same woman for a little while, so to spice things up, we have to do a lot of role playing, right? So sometimes, she'll come to the door dressed as a hooker, and then I'll take her in the bathroom, I'll make a love to her in the shower, I'll leave $100 on the bathroom sink, then I'll go in the living room, I'll put on my pimp outfit, and I take the money back. I go, hey man, you're short, bitch. Where is the rest of my money? I'm gonna let you blow me for the difference. It's your first day and you're new. Me and the old lady, we were having trouble in our sex life. So we're gonna go see this sex therapist. And she recommended we use these sex toys. And I don't know if you've used sex toys, but they're not really toys. Any household item will work. So her favorite sex toy turned out to be a tube of toothpaste. No, it worked out great because now for the sake of a better word, her squack always smells minty fresh. And I have 30% fewer cavities. You guys get that one? See, the toothpaste that reminds me to brush my teeth before I chow down on her box. They call it squack because when it gets all wet and delicious, it goes squickety squack. Thank you, folks. Good night.
There you have him, you guys, Mr. Gene Pompa. Please don't forget to follow him right there because he's one of those guys that will follow you back, and you might actually like it. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, you guys. It's been pretty fun this week, exciting. I gotta get going. I got a massage across the street because that's the kind of neighborhood we're in. It's gonna be fun, you guys. I'll see you next week with more Stand Up Revolution, the highlight show. Gene Pompa.
You know why men like to text so much? Because they want to communicate with you, but they don't want to talk to you.
Dad, I gotta talk to you. I'm like, what? Tell me what? They stole my phone. I'm like, that's why you're talking. Welcome back, you guys, to another amazing, phenomenal episode of Stand Up Revolution, the highlight show. I am your host, Gabriel Iglesias, and I'm here rocking my wonderful Ozo Motley shirt. Ozo Motley is a big part of Stand Up Revolution, the show, and the live touring. And since they're not featured on the, on the internet presence here, I wanted to take this opportunity to show you this amazing, cool Ozo Motley shirt that's available now on ozomotley.com. Hit them up and follow them on Twitter. That being said, you guys, this week we'd like to feature a comedian all the way from London, England. She was hysterical the first time I saw her, and you're gonna enjoy her right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Gina Yashere.
Some of you, you guys are looking surprised, right? Did you even know there was black people in England? Huh? Look at your faces, you're confused. Yes, I speak like this. We are everywhere. You look confused, sir. You're looking at me like that. Oh my God, I think it's the butler from Fresh Prince. I know people think that England is basically Hugh Grant and the Queen. That's it. I got this accent. For this accent, I didn't know this accent was special, people. I had no idea. In England, I'm just a regular black person. Here, I'm special. I could tell Americans anything with this accent and they will believe it. I told this one woman that I was from an ancient African pygmy tribe. Yeah. And then when I was 14, I was driven out of the tribe because I grew too tall. And that my family sent me to America where I was adopted by Angelina Jolie. Right? This accent is the shizzle! But I got a deep voice, people. I got a deep voice for a woman. I know. It's deep, right? You can, yeah, it's deep. People try and tell me it's sexy. It's not sexy. It's not I get mistaken for a dude on the phone. That's not sexy, people. It's useful, though, because if someone tries to rip me off, I can call them up on the phone pretending to be my own brother. That's the only thing that's good about this voice. It's not sexy. It's not cool, right? I've got certain fears as a woman with a deep voice. I fear that, like, one day I could get attacked and I'll be screaming for help. And nobody will help me. They will hear me screaming and go, wow, some dude is getting his ass kicked. And he's screaming like a bitch. So as a comedian, I do travel a lot. I like it. I like traveling. I don't like flying, though. I'm scared of flying. Well, I'm not scared of flying. What I'm scared of is flying and then suddenly not flying. So I'm very particular about what airlines I fly with. I go with particular airlines. I don't do the crappy little airlines. Like, someone tried to book me for a show recently in Cuba. And I was like, yeah, Cuba. Yeah, that sounds cool. And then they tried to book me on an airline called Air Cubana. Okay, 3 of you have heard of Air Cubana. The rest of you, if you haven't heard of, have you heard about Air Cubana? Let me tell you about Air Cubana. Air Cubana apparently has the world's worst airline safety record. Not one of the world's worst, the world's worst. Right? I ain't making this up. I'll give you statistics, right? In a 53-year period, Air Cubana had 46 incidents. And you know when I say incidents, I mean crashes. I'm not talking about a tire bursting on landing. I'm talking about plane falling out of sky, everybody dead. Crashes. 46 and 53, that's pretty much one a year, people. If I lived in Cuba, all my vacations would be within cycling distance, right? How dumb would you have to be to book a flight with Air Cubana, especially if it's November and they haven't had a crash yet? You gotta be careful, people.
All right, you guys, there you have it. Gina Yashere. Please follow her on Twitter or on Facebook, and best believe she's coming to your town really, really soon. And don't forget to follow me.
Follow Fluffy. Just follow him. He's so nice, and he posts a lot of pictures of cute food and things.
Yeah, all the time. Every now and then I'll put something awkward and weird, like my buddy Lance who's sitting over here. Say hi, Lance.
Hi, Lance.
I hope you heard him, and if not, never mind. So you guys, I'll be here next week. Please subscribe to the channel. If you don't want to subscribe, that's fine, but you really should. You should, because I'm going to put more stuff, and it's going to be amazing. All right, I'm out of here. I got to go. I got a banana to eat. Lance, bye.
I can't have my back turned at the bar, just standing there like, oh my God, I love this song. Oh wow, this is great, yeah. Guys come up to me, what's up, baby? Hey, bro.
Please welcome Gabriel Iglesias.
Oh my God, this is so cool. This is so exciting. Finally, this is like a childhood dream come true right here, you guys. I'm on the Arsenio Hall show. Hell yeah. And I'm 100 pounds lighter. Thank you. I know everybody in the front is like, well, how big were you? Yeah, no kidding, man. And for me, this is so exciting because, like, I'm backstage talking to Martin, and we're watching the clips, and for the first time, I get to actually promote a film. Like, a year ago, I got to do a movie called Magic Mike, and I couldn't really promote it because, well, not for kids anyway. Hey, kids, go tell your parents to take you to see, Está sucio, cochino. Yeah, so I couldn't do that. And then, a few months later, I went from an R-rated film about male strippers to a Disney film called Planes. And to do a Disney film, you guys, is amazing because you cannot work for a bigger company than Disney. You know, you work for Disney? No, seriously. You work for Disney? Woo! It's like a relationship because before I worked for Disney, no one wanted to work with me. You know, all of a sudden you get a hold of a good one and everyone is calling. You know, Nickelodeon was calling, Fox Sports and Cartoon Network. And Disney makes you feel very comfortable. They let you know right away. Gabriel, you have nothing to worry about. Disney is going to take really good care of you. Really good care of you. And then Nickelodeon called and said, we'll do things Disney won't. And I was like, well, hello, Nickelodeon. So there I go, cheating on Disney. I go to Nickelodeon Studios in Burbank because they want to pitch me a cartoon. And to get a show pitched to you is very different than auditioning. I walk in and the director comes out and she was really cool. She's like, let me just cut to the chase. This is a special cartoon here at Nickelodeon. It's about a little toy car. This toy car has a bunch of other little friends that are also toy cars. Each toy car has its own individual personality. There's the happy car, there's sad car, there's crazy car. And one of these toy cars, we need to be a little different. And in Hollywood, when they say different, they mean
Mexican.
That's what they mean. They'll never tell you that because it's a little politically incorrect. You know, we want you to play it. No. So what they do is they give you a series of suggestive words to let you know the type of direction they want you to take a certain character. So they walk me into a sound room. They close the door. They put me in front of a podium with a microphone and a script. And they give me the headphones. I put them on. And then the director goes behind the glass. And she starts to talk to me through a PA system. And she's like,
okay, listen, Gabriel, if you could just read the top line, we're going to figure this character out and then we're going to take it from there, okay? Whenever you're ready.
So, the line that I'm supposed to read is, hey guys, I can't believe we're all here. So I'm like, I got this. Here we go. This is Gabriel Iglesias, take one. Hey guys, I can't believe that we're all here.
Okay, listen, that's really good. Really, really good. If you could just do me a favor and give me a little spice. That would be super.
As soon as I heard her say spice, I'm like, oh my God, they want me to play it like a gardener. Now I realize I messed up. So I'm like, oh, here we go. Fine. This is Gabriel Iglesias, take two. Hey guys, I cannot believe that we are all here.
Okay, listen, you sound really unenthusiastic. If you could do me a favor and give me more energy and double the spice. I'm talking muy caliente, okay? Whenever you're ready.
This is Gabriel Iglesias, take three. Hey guys, I cannot believe that we are all here.
Okay, listen, we know you do sound effects in your show. Can you give us a sound effect for a toy car?
I'm like, toy car, I got this, no problem. Here we go.
Can you put spice on that?
They want me to put an accent on a sound effect. I'm frustrated. I don't know what to do. I'm like, I don't know. Varum.
Can you give us anything else?
I am so frustrated. I'm so annoyed. I'm so ready to walk. I just grab the microphone and I do this. Just as I'm about to take off my headphones, she looks at me and she says,
perfect.
Thanks you guys very much for having me. Thank you, Arsenio. Yeah, some people, like I said, they know how to handle their alcohol. Me, I can't drink. I cannot drink. I've been drunk like, 3 times in my life. I knew I was drunk. First of all, on my 21st birthday, I got loaded in El Paso, Texas, right? I was on stage, I was performing, sweating and stuff. I smelled like chicharrones. Pork rinds, forgive me. really good too. Anyway, I got on stage, right? And one of the waitresses was waiting for me. She's like, Gabriel, what's up? Are you gonna have a drink now? It's your 21st birthday. I'm like, okay, give me something, right? They gave me this drink. I think it's called a cum drop. It's like, let me explain the drink to you before you start freaking out. It's a bunch of different layers of alcohol, right? And it's just lined up. And, you know, it's a real sweet drink. She hands it to me. I don't know how to drink, so I drink it like a soda, right? I killed it, and I just handed it back to her, and I knew I messed up because she was like, uh-oh. I'm like, that was good. Can I have another one? Really? Okay. So I was a bartender. Gabriel wants another one, and I knew I messed up because he was like, shit. So I got the second one, and I slammed it the same. About 10 minutes go by, I was gone. I knew I was drunk because people were backing up going, he's gonna fall! I don't deal well with alcohol, not at all. That's not my thing. Well, the women are the ones you gotta watch out for. Because, guys get mad, they get happy. Women, you never know what's going to happen. They can plan out the whole night.
Okay, listen, this is what's going to happen. Okay? We're all going to go out tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun, all right? Listen, I have the van tonight. I'll take care of all of you, okay? Listen to me when I'm talking to you, okay? Come here. We're all going to go together. We're going to go to the club. It's going to be great. I'll take care of everyone. Let's go.
Get in the van. Get to the club. Get out the car. Walk inside the club, right? At the end of the night, the one girl who was trying to get everything together, organized, making sure everything is okay, is the one who acts the stupidest out of everybody because she managed to get a hold of a drink and then just started hitting it from there. And then she's the one who winds up at the end of the night stumbling out of the club by herself because she managed to piss off all of her other friends and they took her car, right, so she wouldn't drive. So all of a sudden you see her walking out at the end of the night like,
Oh my God. Oh shit. I'm so fucked up. Where the hell did you bitches go?
I'm a dork too. I don't know how to talk to women. And this guy always comes, hello. Girls go crazy. And ladies, I'm gonna tell you right now, if a pretty man is your thing, if a gorgeous GQ guy is what you want, then by all means, go for it. But I'm gonna let you know right now, in the long run, a pretty man is gonna do nothing but lie to you, cheat on you, and break your heart. That's why, ladies, you need to start giving guys like me a chance. That's right, because I'm going to tell you guys right now, the worst thing I'll ever do is have dinner without you. And everybody... Look at some of the girls. Everybody gives me advice too on the best way to meet that certain someone. You know, like my sister Emily, she always tells me the best way to meet someone is to go on the internet. She goes, go online, you'll meet someone. I'm like, I thought it'd be a good idea because my sister, she's cool people. She goes to school, she goes to church, she's nice. But I gotta tell you guys something, she's a freak. You know, you meet her in person, she's all sweet and innocent. Oh, hello, how are you? Nice to meet you. Bye. But you catch her online at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, man, she's like, I'm licking and sucking your toes. Ooh, do you like it? Now see, that's scary. It is, because I had no idea she was online. I was like, yeah, I like it. I was like, what's up? I see my sister the next day. She's like, I met someone. I said, me too. Check it out. I got some sandals. What's up? But you guys have to be careful. If you're gonna meet people on the internet, be careful, because you don't know what you're gonna get. You don't. I went on a blind date with a girl who was half Sasquatch, half Chupacabra. Yes, some of the white people. Chupa what? It's like Bigfoot, only smaller. Like cousins, you know? You gotta be careful, because they'll throw these little mysterious words out there to kind of like, get you excited. Like this one girl, she described herself as bubbly, and I hear bubbly and I was thinking, oh my God, wow, really? Shut up, wow, really? Man, and instead what I got was and I'm standing there. You have to be careful. And I said, you know what? Okay, maybe it's my bad luck. It couldn't possibly happen to me 3 times, right? So I gave it another shot. I went on another blind date with a girl who said she was a sexy Latina. I was excited. What's up? I get to her house, you guys. She was not Latina. Oh, no. She was black. Now, I didn't have a problem with her being black, but she specifically wrote out, I'm Latina. So I called her on it, right? I said, hey, girl, before we go any further, didn't you say that you were Latina? You know what she told me? She got mad. She was like, fool, I am Latina. Shoot, that's my name. All right then. Well, let's go.